Hey, welcome back everybody. Hope everyone had a good holiday. It's been some weeks. We're going to continue playing Lacuna, which I last played on December 10th, so almost a month ago. I don't quite remember where we left off, but we'll figure it out. Is it capturing? Possibly. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's play. 28% of the way through. That was off of what, 2 hours? Enter the train. Okay. Hey Neil, you got any updates? Quite a few. We may be able to intercept the perp in the morning. That's fantastic news. Tell me more. I think it's like a prostitute or someone that was murdered, I think. I'll fill you in later. I'm on my way back to HQ now. Are you on the train already? No, I'm waiting for it at the station. Why? Because I've been racking my brain about how our guy got there. The side he entered the train station from is a dead end. Looks like there's a canal there and no space to park a car. I think he might have traveled by boat. By boat? Yes, I know it's strange, but there's a harbor on the other side of the train station. I'll have a look around. Thank you, Saito. Go to the harbor? Shit, where's the harbor at? Well, this is a train station, so I guess we're just going to... What's this? Oh, right. Oh, he wants a cigarette? Yeah, we're not doing that. I guess we have to take the train because we can't go up the stairs. Oh, the harbor. There it is. Never mind. Sir, may I ask what you're doing at Matuna Harbor? Don't think I've seen you before. Evening, sir. I'm Neil Conrad, CDI. CDI? Holy moly, that's unexpected. My name's Harry Truff. I'm with TSW. Can I help you? Could I take a look around the harbor? Looking for a boat that could be important for my case. Sorry, TSW only allows club members and registered guests down at the pier. What about law enforcement? Right, if you can tell me the ID of a specific boat you're investigating, I'm allowed to let you in. I see. Maybe I'll get back to you. So I need to find a boat? What's this? I forget, what are my controls? Controls. Move, sprint, E to interact. What did that give me? Okay. Oh, here we go. You new here? Never seen you before. Yeah, just passing through. Case leads me here. Cop, huh? Looking for traffickers, you're in the wrong place. Just honest-to-God sailors here. See if a boat in this harbor? Of course. Down at the pier. The Samara. Hey, you mind helping me out with a cigarette? Sure. Sure, here you go. So, thanks for the ciggy. Beautiful weather tonight. You can almost see some stars through the layers. Been sitting outside all night. View used to be better, though. See those new apartment blocks they're building? Same company that bought the harbor. TS something. Forced me to buy an expensive tracking ID device for my boat. Now they want me to get a new engine. Mine's not regulation, they say. I tell you, they don't want us lovers here. Listen, I'm sympathetic to your... Yeah, I get it. Not your fault. You're busy, I know. Thanks again for the cigarette. Let me know if I can do something for you. Actually, there is something. I'm looking for the ID of a boat that arrived here earlier. Any chance you could help me with that? What do you need that for? It's for a case. The guard won't let me down to the pier if I don't tell him the exact ID. TSW guy, he likes to harp on about all these new rules. It's for a case, I'm telling you right now. I won't throw any of my friends here under the bus. I'm sure the guy I'm after isn't one of your friends. Do you know the name of the boat you're looking for? No. I'll get back to you. Okay. Let's go inside. Evening, sir. No prob, Norton, no prob. So what boat am I looking for? What is a kid doing here? You okay? Oh, no, it's a dude. Oh, he's throwing up. Something I can do for you? Nah, I just have to tough it out. I'll feel better once it's out of my system. Never eat at Roy's Bistro, I tell you, Roy's a nice guy. I like him. But the food is just the worst. Who are you anyway? Never seen you around. CDI, Neil Conrad. I'm sorry to bother you, but I need to ask you something. CDI? That's about tonight's shift. Listen, I feel awful, okay? I didn't mean to leave my post. I wanted to wait for Harry, but at some point I just couldn't hold it anymore. Did TSW call you? Please calm down. It's not about that. I'm here following up a case. Oh, thank fuck. Thank fuck. Please don't tell my boss the harbor was unwatched, okay? Not like there was lots of traffic anyway. I won't. Did you see any boats arrive before you left your post? Only one tonight. That was about 3:40. Do you happen to know its ID? No, I saw the name, Berta. The ID is usually written on the stern, but it's super tiny. You have to go down that pier if you want to see it. Thank you, sir. Get well soon. Alright, well now we know. It's Berta. And Quinn will give us the ID. Yes, I do. It's called Berta. Never heard of it. Tell you what, I'll go down and have a look at its ID. Okay, thanks. Alright, I got your ID. It's 220190. Thanks a lot. Have a nice night. 220190, 220190. I know. Okay, there we go. Let's see. Yep, that one's here. Alright, come on through. Don't touch any other boats. I'm touching all the boats. Can't stop me. Excuse me, sir. Have you been here all night? Who's asking? Neil Conrad, CDI. I'm here following up a case. CDI. Never been looking for a culprit. It's always down here, huh? The boat called Berta down at the pier. Did you see the guy who landed it? You're CDI, you said. That's correct. That means you're concerned with crimes, right? Like fraud and theft? Sometimes, yes. You also help out folks from around here? We help everyone. Why do you ask? See, I used to have a boat here. What happened to it? Huh, nothing. I still have it, but I had to move it away someplace else. Harbor got caught up by some corporate bureaucrats. Now the whole area is being turned upside down. Construction everywhere, richer folks moving in. First they tell us it's no big deal for us locals. 2 weeks ago I'm landing my boat. They asked for money. New management, they say. Of course they didn't want to pay up. Truth be told, I couldn't have anyway. Call the company, all I hear is lawyer gibberish. So I decided to go elsewhere. Frankly, my free options aren't great these days. You should see the pitiful pier I've been staying at. If you help me get my spot back, I'll tell you what I saw. Fine, I'll try. I'll be damned. Seems like things are finally looking up. Here's what you need to know. My friend Fred isn't one to talk to. He's a harbor master. He hangs around the red herring right over there most of the time. Got it. Got it. Can I look at anything? Yeah, okay. Let's go handle this side quest. Oops. This guy? Do you know a guy named Ed? Ed? You mean Silver Tongue Ed? Of course I do. Lived here for 40 years. We often had a drink together upstairs. Shame he got kicked out when TSW... I feel like my chair is like really high. Hold on. Oh, that's as low as it goes. Shame he got kicked out when TSW started asking for rent. I met him earlier. He told me he misses his old spot. What would it cost to rent it for him again? What, you gotta pay for him? Ha! Didn't think you uppers were good at for anything. $50 a month. $500 for a year. Ooh. Can I even afford it? I don't think I have it. Alright, I'll rent a spot for a year then. Done. Looking forward to having the old geezer back. You can tell him he can come back next month. But I'm honestly not sure how long it'll take him to boot. It'll take them to boot him for some reason, for another reason. TSW's more interested in renting spots to tourists and private yachts. How much money do I have? Does it actually show here? No. Guess not. Alright. Well, let's get out of here. Keypad. Outline mode. Oh. That's kind of nice. Bought your old spot back. Look, if you're making fun of me, I'm not. I paid for a year in advance starting next month. I'll send you the contract. Ah, today seems to be my lucky day. Thank you, sir. How about in return you tell me all you know about that guy you saw earlier tonight? Right. Did you see what he looked like? You think he was bald? Are you sure? No red hair? No hair at all. Head was polished like a bowling ball. Anything else? No, he ran off pretty quickly and my eyes aren't what they used to be. Alright, thank you. Okay, so he's bald. Do I need to put that somewhere? No red hair. Clues. No. What is all this? Oh. For some reason I thought you had to put your notes somewhere. No. Logged ed spot. Okay. Do you guys escape? Oh, right. Oh, wait, here we go. Perp's hair is bald. Okay. The beard is red. Well, let's look over the. Hold on a second. Let me look at this again. He was bald, no hair at all. Yeah, that's it. Okay. An open first aid kit. Some untangled bandages lie on top of other contents. A pocket laser cutting device. Its cuts leave a blue residue. Okay. A sink full of bristly red hair. Looks like I got shaved his entire beard off. Okay. Is that it? That's it. Yeah, that's it. Alright, so for the notes then, the sheets, beard is shaved. Bald, cut arm, shaved. But he originally had red hair. Is that it? Is that all we're doing? Are we done? Nothing on the outside? Okay. I think we're leaving. Alright, let's go back to the train now. Right? Enter the train, yeah. Supposed to do now? Go to your office. Okay. Can I grab this news? Download it? Yeah. Might be useful. is this at? Here? I don't know. Maybe it's the very top. Oh, there we go. Hey, Neil! Hey, Saito. It's good to see you. This case really has me on edge. Yeah, me too. Chief wanted me to tell you that we invited 2 special guests. They're waiting for you in the conference room upstairs. Who? Why? The CEOs of Melix and Dyson Enterprises. They had dinner with Banny right before he was shot. Melix and Dyson, as in probably the biggest mining companies in the world? Honestly, you probably don't even need to say mining for that to be accurate. Holy shit. Wish someone had told me earlier. I'm not exactly prepared for this. Sorry, just got word from the chief. That reminds me, he also wants to talk to you after you question them. Alright, thanks for letting me know. Morning, gentlemen. I'm Agent Neil Conrad. Good morning, Mr. Conrad. Abbott Dyson. Dyson Enterprises. Morning, Dan Kim. Melix. Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's get right to the point, then. I have a busy day ahead of me. Yes, of course. 2 of you had dinner with Mr. Banny last night, correct? Yes. And you're aware of what happened after he left? We were just told. It's terrible. It's a tragedy. Our upcoming negotiations with Banny were of utmost importance to our relationship with Drovia. Not that you had any real interest in negotiating. What are you implying? Not implying anything. I'm saying very clearly that you only stand to gain from this tragedy. With Banny dead, any real hope for Drovian independence goes out the window. Which means we maintain the status quo where you already have all you want. That's preposterous. Was I or was I not at the negotiating table? If everything had been hunky-dory, I would have stayed on Melon. That doesn't change the fact that the only ones who will suffer from this will once again be the Drovian people. Oh, come on. As if you give a damn about the Drovian people. The only aspect of Drovian independence you care about is your prospect of selling Telenium to whoever you want. Okay, you're competitors. This is a difficult situation. I get it. I'm mostly interested in last night. Let me think. Did Banny have enemies? Anyone who stands to gain from maintaining the status quo, I suppose. Oh yeah? Or maybe anyone who is happy that all of Drovia will be really riled up over this. There was no real chance they would have gotten their independence from these negotiations anyway. But maybe now they'll revolt and just take it. Ever thought about that? I don't think much about conspiracy theories, no. Nobody concrete. Maybe someone disgruntled, or someone who overtly threatened him? No. But to be fair, veiled threats are much more common in politics anyway. Any veiled threats then? None that I'm aware of. Me neither. I see. What was the dinner about? The mining business is an important pillar of the system-wide economy. We talk to politicians sometimes. So it was a lobbying thing? And was it just 3 of you? Just 3 of us and our staff. I wouldn't say lobbying necessarily. Really more of a social event. Of course, you sometimes talk business at those. I imagine you do. So were those important business things... So what were those important... Were there important business things to talk about? Jesus. We mostly saved those for the trade summit, which I suppose will be cut short now without its protagonist. I see. Let me think. Did Mr. Banny seem strange last night? Maybe on edge or paranoid? No, I'd never met him before, so I wouldn't know what he's normally like. What about you, Mr. Dyson? I knew him quite well. We traveled here from Drovia on the same ship. He behaved normally last night, I would say. Alright, thank you for your time. Could you give me your cell contacts? I might need to get back to you in case I have more questions. Why not? Of course. There you go. I like that little graphical effect. What a terrible situation. Are we done? My driver's waiting. And now the chief wants to talk, right? Yeah, talk to the chief. I mean, where's the chief at? I don't even know. I don't even know. Upstairs? Right? I imagine. Top dog? Top floor? Oh, I can't go anyway. So he's downstairs. Why is it super quiet? You should go talk to the chief. Where is he? Here? No. Up front? No. Okay, maybe I missed him somewhere. Oh, same dudes. There we go. Agent Conrad, good morning. Morning, Chief. Saito told me you wanted to talk to me. I do. Let's not beat around the bush. Agent Long informed me about your suspicion that a hostile power recently tried to get close to me. Do you have any reliable proof of that? I have some testimonies. That is, if you were the client after all. Found a girl named Leela tied up in her apartment. She works for the Lotus Escort Agency. She was going to meet a man named Liam Campbell 2 days ago. That's why I thought, I'll save you the headache. Yes, I am the client. What makes you think a hostile agent was involved? Seems like the woman who paid you a visit wasn't the real escort. That's right. An escort agency. She had a procedure done to look very similar to her. She also seemed to be in contact with Bandy's murderer. We have a recording of their conversation. It seems probable that she tried to take advantage of your connection to the escort agency. I see. Any idea what her objective might be? Did you notice anything suspicious when you met her? Nothing comes to mind. She didn't seem particularly interested in my professional life. Did anything go missing since she visited you? Sounds like you already have a suspicion. Out with it. The fake escort talked about some data she stole. I think from you. Is that what the sniper is going to hand over at Joris Plaza? Exactly. I don't have any relevant data at home. Except on my cell, of course. Maybe she got a chance to access your cell without you noticing. I'll talk about that with my superiors. I understand. Look, sir. I can't help but notice you're dissatisfied with my decision to talk to Agent Long about your involvement. I was following the chain of command? I was simply following the chain of command. What should I have done instead? Kept it a secret? You could have called me before talking to Agent Long. I admit that I could have called you first. At the time, I thought I was doing the right thing. Agent Long's my immediate supervisor, so I reported to him first. This has been a rough night for all of us. One more thing, Conrad. You didn't talk to a girl named Sheila Nowak, did you? I did. She wanted to know if you were all right. Might want to give her a call. She okay? Yeah, she's fine. Looks like she finally has all the money she needs to go to university. It's good to hear. We have to focus on the sniper now. The handover is taking place in less than 3 hours. Let's get down to the mission briefing. They're waiting for us. How was it talking to those two CEOs? They don't seem to like each other very much. What'd you expect? Top mining guy from Drovia and top mining guy from Gara. They're probably mortal enemies. I expected them to be less open about it. You'd think that rich and influential folks would be more reserved. The truth is, many of them are the most brazen, least classy individuals in the system. Now that we're complete, let's recap what we found so far. Our suspect goes by Diaz, but his real name seems to be Boyd. He's still at large. He shot Banny around 1:39 this morning from the top floor of Sakura Hotel. We don't know how Boyd escaped from the hotel, but his ID turned up a while later named Matuna Harbor. Turned out that he got here by boat. We were able to locate and search the vessel. He then paid a woman called Zora a visit. She seems to be involved in another scheme that might be linked to our case. Earlier this week, she attacked and tied up an escort girl named Leela Clark to temporarily assume her identity. She went to see an important client in her stead and stole some data from him. The sniper convinced her to give him the stick containing the data. He will pass it to an unknown third party at Joris Plaza at 0830. Our plan is to intervene and catch the sniper and his associates red-handed. We're going to place plainclothes agents in the cafes and snipers on the rooftops. The operation will be overseen by Agent Kumar, head of the response team. Conrad and I will be watching from the sidelines, ready to go if needed. Joris Plaza is a popular place with lots of breakfast joints. It will be swarming with people. We have to be very careful not to endanger any civilians. Questions? How will we identify the sniper? Conrad's been collecting data on what he looks like. We'll have to rely on that. Do we have any details on the woman the sniper visited? Not really. She was surprised to see our perp. It seems the meeting wasn't part of their original plan. I'm not sure if he lied to her to get the stick. If so, it's possible he's not planning on taking it to the handover at all. Alright then, Conrad, go ahead and submit that sheet on what the sniper looks like. Take your time to go over the logs and evidence again. We only have one chance to get this right. Bald, cut arm, shaved. Yes. I got the sheet from Conrad. Forwarding it to Agent Kumar now. Let's get ready. T-minus 90 seconds. Damn, it's more crowded out there than I expected. Andrew's saying nothing yet. I don't think our snipers would get a clear shot. Let's hope we don't need them. Did I ever tell you the story about how I joined the CDI? Yeah, you saved Mayor Glover's life when you were still a policeman. Possible target from entrance C. I wasn't on duty that day. Possible match A. When I saw the guy pull out a gun, I didn't hesitate. That's what landed me a job at CDI. Shit, I was so nervous when the chief invited me for an... Hey, Braxy Waxy, how are you? How was your Christmas/New Year's? I don't think I gotten that nervous in the 15 years since. Until today. If we don't book this guy today, somebody will have to take the fall for Bandy's murder, and we are first in line. We'll find out soon enough. Always wanted to join the CDI. And it seemed like the ship had sailed already. Yet here I am. Because I've always been on the side of justice. That's why we're going to get through this as well. Good things come to good people, huh? That's what they say. Don't they say the road to hell is paved with good intentions? That's bogus. Oh, so that one's bogus. Baffling to me. It's going down any second now. Let's focus. It was okay. We went bowling. Super low key. Keep your eyes open. Can I go out? I can't go out. No exact matches up to target description yet. Maybe he shows up late. Uh-oh. Did we mess up? Copy unit beta, go after him. Headed towards the fountain. Right. Can I get an audio feed? Not close enough yet, picking up the pace. He needs to be moving towards the man sitting right ahead. Shaking hands, very likely to be the accomplice. Alright, Beta, move in and make the arrest. Get the suspect and his accomplice. Be discreet. Don't make more noise than you need to. I think they noticed you. The big guy's getting up. Just sold your van? Did you get what you were asking for? You spooked them. How the guy's standing up and reaching into his pocket. Watch out! Gun! Uh-oh. Shit, follow me, Conrad. I'm going. Where'd you go? Towards the fountain, right? Yeah. We got him. I was going to make the arrest when the big guy jumped out of his chair. He started to make a run for it, and the other one pulled a gun on me. Luckily, I was already close enough to grab it. I think nobody got hurt. Excellent work. Did any of the other people running away strike you as suspicious? No. Everybody only started moving when the gun discharged. Good, let's bring them in and see what they have to say. See, Conrad, good things come to good people. with Act 1.
Once the adrenaline had worn off, the uncomfortable train seat and glaring sunlight were the only things stopping me from falling asleep. My implants had been injecting me with a substance keeping me alert and focused all night, and now I came crashing down hard. The confrontation at Joris Plaza had been hairier than expected, but catching the sniper and his associate was a huge win. I wondered if this was the beginning of the end of the case, or just its beginning. I finally got up at my stop and left the train, only to suddenly wake up in my seat again and realize it had been a dream. I decided to stand next to the door for the rest of the ride.
Okay. How many acts is this? Let's see.
A cool breeze cut into the train cart and through the haze of fatigue when the doors opened. I considered visiting Kat, suddenly feeling an urge to inhale the woody, slightly dusty air in our old apartment. Kat had filled it with what she affectionately called real things. She loved leather, cloth, paper, and plants, and hated the clean, metallic surfaces at my apartment. Sometimes I did too.
Alright, we gotta go back to our apartment, walk home, talk to Kat. I don't know where Kat's at, honestly. The news? Nope. Hey, wait a minute. Huh? I know you. You're the guy who came to our flat yesterday. You told that old scumbag to leave my sister alone. I did. It's really nice of you, man. Didn't think you uppers would help out a Savient. She left this morning, chasing her dream. Glad I could help. I have to get home now. Have a nice day. Sure. Well, Watana's blessing, man. Thanks, you too. This way?
I got into the elevator and leaned against a wall. It hit me that I didn't want to see Kat because I had never really let her go, and that I probably should. We hadn't been together for a decade, and if anything was going to change about that, it would have probably happened at some point before. That's what I told myself, at least. I already knew I would get back to repressing the subject altogether once I was well rested enough to get my emotional defenses up again.
Oops. I guess she was on the bottom floor? If I go back downstairs. Nope, it won't. It won't even let me visit her now. It's done. Damn. It's gonna be a long elevator ride back up. Let's see, will it let me go down? Let's see. Let me see. Nope. So we caught the sniper. We haven't caught the woman pretending to be the escort, Zoe. feed. Feed my lizard. Let's feed him. Pet him? Okay. Bedtime.
Waking up in the early evening was disorienting. I sat up on my bed and allowed the memories from the previous night to pour back in. Banny's body, the hotel, Lila, the shootout. I tried to put it all in an order that made sense and got on my way back to work. A hint of the good mood that had overcome me outside of the villa returned. Once again, it stemmed from what had made me join the CDI many years ago. The feeling of doing something instead of taking a back seat and waiting for death. There was a time when a lack of purpose threatened to consume me, lurking underneath meaningless daily routines and self-doubt sabotaging everything I did. Walking among the people outside, I felt even more alienated than usual. It was like they lived in another reality. Many were just getting out of work, looking to do some shopping, meet a friend, have a drink. Maybe I would find my way back to that reality one day. I wanted to, yet at the same time hated the thought of it.
Jesus, Neil. You need therapy. The hell? The hell was that? Oh, hello, fellow citizens. We are the liberators, defenders of progress, freedom, and reason. These values have been integral to our society for centuries. But lately they have increasingly come under threat. Religious radicals calling themselves the Savient Front are aiming to establish a theocratic government on Drovia. Savient faith is based on superstition and rejects science, to the point where it endangers the lives of everyone under its thumb. We all saw 4 decades ago what happens when a Savient state is left to its own devices. We can't let history repeat itself. We demand President Robertson end this madness now. Put a stop to all independence talks and reinstate full Garian rule. Remove the radical Savient Joseph Vanny to get it started. Oh. If you do not start implementing measures to meet our demands, more Savient lives will be spent to protect our collective future. Savient population on Gara will be taken hostage until the Garian population on Drovia is guaranteed its freedom. We must stand up for them if our government won't. Await our next move within 48 hours. Won't be as silent as the first one. Well, Conrad, did you see that? Yeah. It was on all screens across the city. Come to HQ immediately. Are you liking this game so far? Not bad. Not bad. I like that there's choices to be made. I'm just hoping that affects the ending. Yeah, I'm not sure what guessing incorrectly does yet. Yeah, I really wish I had voice acting though, because outside of the little self-narration at the beginning of certain scenes, like this part, I would love to see voice acting for this. What are you doing out here? Thinking. Strange how the city looks the same as always, as if nothing happened. That's a good thing, right? Fucking liberators. Ridiculous name. From whom are they liberating us? From a handful of superstitious lowers? Pathetic bullshit. Every single institution on this planet upholds the freedom of our people and their values. Voice acting, yes, it's very, yeah. I mean, I guess I could just not read it, but I don't know. It feels weird not to read it or to vocalize it. I also read really fast too. This kind of slows me down. It forces me to pay more attention. Not like we're letting some religious fanatics take over the solar system. Somehow we didn't know anything about those fuckers before everyone else. One more thing we missed. At least we booked the sniper and his associate. They're both being interrogated downstairs. So far, they're not very cooperative. Do we at least know who they are? We scanned them. The sniper's a complete ghost. He got a fake ID right before he checked into that hotel. The other guy is a businessman from Drovia. His name is Abraham Gonzalez. He's the CEO of a company called Power Up. They manufacture tellurium-based batteries. Both the guy and his company seem harmless. No criminal record. Strange. Why would someone from Drovia help an anti-Drovian terror organization? No clue. What about the woman? Any updates on her? Nothing so far. We do have another lead. Saito's trying to find out where the announcement was broadcast from earlier. The most important lead are those two douchebags in our basement. You have a way with words, Conrad. Get down there and see if you can get them to talk. Will do. Did we secure that drive the sniper tried to hand over? Yeah. And? What's on it? About that. The chief said the Attorney General seized it. She says she has to evaluate if we have the required clearance level. The AG? Are you kidding me? That's a crucial piece of evidence. We need it. I suppose they'll let us in on it soon. No time to waste. We have to assume the next attack is less than 48 hours away. The higher-ups know what they're doing. Think? Let it go, Conrad. Go talk to the chief yourself if you have a problem. Ah, one more thing. There's an article about Gonzalez's company in the news today. You might want to download it and have a look. Okay, let's look at our news. This? This I'm not going to read. Wealth gaps between Gara's rich and poor. Disparity between upper and lower class citizens. Okay. People are spending more than 40% of their monthly income on rent. Sounds pretty realistic. CEO paid a worker pay 401. Yep. That doesn't sound like anything surprising. Centrist, the giants are talking. Okay, I see nothing here about his company Power Up. There's an article in Gonzalez's news in the news today, so I need to go find this news somewhere. Oh, here we go. There we go. Okay. Power Up battles bankruptcy. Okay. Tellurium's the most efficient material to build per batteries, overtaking lithium when it comes to battery life and weight. Since Drovia is a Garian colony, Power Up doesn't have the right to buy tellurium directly from the mining companies. The latter are forced to sell it to Gara, which in turn sells it to all companies. It's become increasingly difficult for non-Garian companies to keep prices competitive. This has put Power Up, like many others, in an increasingly difficult spot. Abraham Gonzalez, the CEO and founder, publicly supported the cause of the Drovian fight for independence. He accompanied Minister Bani on his business trip to Gara to defend the interests of his industry during the discussions between Drovia and Gara. Okay. Okay, so tellurium's made in Drovia, but Drovia is a colony, so it has to sell it to Gara, and then Gara in turn sells it to other companies. Got it. Okay. expose these douchebags, quote unquote. This must be the food court. Basement, right? Yeah. Hey, Holloway. I've been told that our guests are eagerly awaiting me. They sure are. I suggest you talk to Gonzalez first. It's the usual rich guy crap with him. He's going to be surrounded by lawyers in a few hours. At that point, it's going to be hard to get any more out of him. Oh, for fuck's sake. Why is it that people can just buy their way out of here? We're lucky he's from Drovia, so he doesn't have a lawyer here yet. But he does have a Drovian lawyer on the line right now who's going to annoy the hell out of you. He's somewhere in space and has a communication delay of about 30 seconds from what I understand. So if you want answers, you better have a strategy to make him talk quickly. Because you can be sure that lawyer is going to shoot your questions down once they reach his ears. He's also going to call you on your bluff, so be careful. Got it, thanks. Saito did some digging and compiled a number of documents that could be useful for your interrogation. First, he gathered some basic info on Gonzalez and put it on the pinboard over there. You take a look at it with your AR module. Second, he pulled a list of all incoming and outgoing calls from Gonzalez's phone. I'll send that to your cell. Give it a read. If you have any more evidence that incriminates our guy, go over it before you go in. I will, thank you. You're welcome. Let me know when you're ready. Okay. We got emails, cell records. Okay. Don't know who 49899 is. Okay, maybe we can call these people. And there's a pin board, right? Where's the pin board at? Is it right here? Ready? No. Upstairs? Oh, up here maybe? There we go. Okay, Abraham Richard Kenneth Gonzalez. Single, he's savvy in faith. Degree in engineering at New Jordan Elite University, Piston College, trainee on Drovia, foundational power up, CEO power up, excuse me. Okay. Is that all we needed? Do I have to memorize this? Alright, I mean, let's give it a try, I guess. Can I call anybody? No, I can't. Yeah, let's go in. No, wait, no. Hold on a second. Let me look at the cell phone record one more time. Yeah, there's nothing we can do here. Maybe just looking at the document develops our conversation tree. Hopefully I don't have to remember these numbers. Let's do it. Alright, I'll unlock the door. Good luck. Alright, Gonzalez, if that's your real name. I already talked to your colleagues. I didn't do anything illegal. You don't have a right to keep me here. I'm a citizen of Drovia and you have no evidence against me. We could keep you here for 24 hours, even if we didn't have evidence, but we do. Let's start with your associate. What do you know about Boyd and the data he brought you? Not my associate. I didn't even know he was called Boyd. Mr. Gonzalez. I know you had a call with him last night. We had Boyd on record talking about the handover of some data storage module at George Plaza. He explicitly said that he called the person he was going to meet at 11 last night. You have an incoming call. Oh no! At the same time ending, I think it's ending in 99. Number ending in 99. Cousin Gus? What does he have to do with anything? Your cousin? Yeah, you can look it up on my cell. I saved his number. Anyway, it doesn't matter. We caught you meeting Boyd this morning. That's enough evidence to connect the two of you. Good evening, Agent Conrad. My name is Jim Miller. I am Mr. Gonzalez's lawyer. Nice to meet you. A team of legal professionals is on its way to advise my client. Until then, he won't answer any of your questions. Did you act on anyone's orders? You heard my lawyer. I'm not supposed to talk to you before my legal team arrives. Listen, Mr. Gonzalez. I've heard that, your company needs Drovian Telenium. You support Drovian independence. I'd actually be surprised if you were involved in Banny's assassination. You have the opposite of a motive. And here we are. You still have a chance to clear your... whatever. Clear your name? If you help us crack the case, the public might not ever learn about your connection to Banny's murderer. Shit, I told you I didn't know anything. I was contacted anonymously a few weeks ago, shortly after I booked my flight to Gara. I was told to pick up a storage module here and send its contents out on my way back home. Send it where? They were going to contact me. I have no means of reaching them. Who are they? I really, truly don't know. The person who contacted me spoke Drovian, that's all I can say. Wait, so whoever put you up to this is Drovian? Why would they work with the anti-Drovian terror group? I don't know, but I'm 100% sure they were from Drovia. I got paid to do it and not ask questions. My company really needs a cash injection right now. Mr. Gonzalez, I urge you to stop answering questions before your legal team arrives. You are complicating things for yourself and for us. My God, calm down. It's not like I've said anything that incriminates me. But he's right. I'll wait for my legal team to arrive. Fine. Oh, that's it. So how'd it go? He doesn't seem to know much, which in itself is interesting. Well, it's more than nothing. Good luck with the other one. He's a tough nut to crack. Hadn't said a single word yet. Not sure if he has an emotional reaction to anything. We know nothing about this guy. It's a complete ghost. If you have any evidence that could be useful, though, you should go over it before you talk to him. Let me know when you're ready. What? What evidence? I don't know. Oh, no. Evidence on this guy? Bro, I don't know. Yeah. Well, we're just going in. Let's do it. What was that? Hey, Lucid! 49th month. Dear Lord. How was Christmas, New Year's for you? Hello, Mr. Boyd. Do you have a last name, or is that your last name? Alright, Mr. Boyd, then. I'm Agent Conrad. You made quite a mess out there. Shooting Joseph Banny put you on the top of the most wanted list overnight. Your friends just announced their next big project, and you're uniquely qualified to help us get ahead of it. What do you know about the Liberators' plans? Okay, how about this? It was alright, quiet this year. I didn't travel like I normally do. Yeah, we did bowling. That's about it. We did go see that Harry Potter. Oh, excuse me. Harry Potter Broadway show for Christmas down in North Carolina. What's Zora's role in all this? Zora? That's right, Zora, the woman you met last night. I don't know any Zora, but I know you do. Why did you take that data stick from her? You told her there was a change of plan she didn't know about. Was that true? Or did you trick her into giving you the data? Did you want it for yourself? Or did you want to protect her by going to the handover in her stead? You two seem to care about each other. Nice, how was it? I'm not a huge Harry Potter fan, but, you know, I watched all the movies with my wife. The story was batshit insane. Like, it was crazy pants. Like, almost fan fiction level of bad. But, the practical effects were really, really good. So, story bad, effects really good. I'm sure you want to know how she's doing. How about this? I'll tell you what I know about her, and you tell me what you know about the Liberators. You go first. Alright. You'll be happy to hear that we don't know her whereabouts. She wasn't at Joris Plaza when we got you, and for all we know, she's leading a happy criminal existence. Your turn. Who's behind the Liberators? I don't know. Never met them. They just paid me. Who paid you? I answered your question. Fair enough. Well, this was fun. Let's do it again sometime. I'm a fan of the stories, not a fan of the author. Those books literally saved me in ways you cannot know. Yeah, I think a lot of people share your same stance. Appreciate the art, but not the artist. Yeah. It's unfortunate that she's taken the stances she's taken. She isn't a great writer or a good person, but she did accidentally write a great story passively. Yeah, I mean, I haven't read the books. I've only seen the movies, but I really enjoyed the movies. I tried reading the first book, but that a couple of years ago. Hold on, I'm taking off my socks. But the first book was quite obviously for kids, so it didn't really resonate with me. Save my life or something? Yeah. Hope she comes around. Hope we're getting something useful out of them. Can I play them off each other? Nope. She won't. Yeah. You're probably right. Now what do we do? Talk to the chief and talk to Saito. Where's the chief at again? Nope, that's Saito. Go talk to the chief. And you can rest assured that we know what we're doing. I didn't question that, but the data is one of the most important pieces of evidence we have right now. The Liberators said that their next attack will take place in 48 hours. That's pretty damn soon. We really need to take into account everything we've got if we want to catch those guys in time. I already told you that the contents of that stick won't help you find them. How can you say that? Having a better idea of your enemy's motivation is always important. And you know that. You yourself were director of the CDI for over a decade. Liam, please. I've got a lot on my plate right now. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. Which amazes me because we thought of her as an ally. Yeah. Well, she's a TERF, right? She has anti-trans views, but not LGBT. Well, LGB, I guess. Yeah. I haven't really done too much research into it, but I had heard she's anti-trans, but I didn't hear she was anti-anything else. Anti-trans, pro-LGBT. Or pro-LGB, yeah. Well, in the Broadway show, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, Harry's son and Malfoy's son are both gay as well. I think Hogwarts Legacy is on my Steam wish list. Wandering around Hogwarts sounds like a blast, but I'm not sure I want to support any HP product. Epic Games just gave away, well, not just, maybe a couple months ago they gave away Hogwarts Legacy. I was kind of curious to try it out too, but I also don't really like open world stuff. So maybe I'll install it just to putz around, look at the pretty graphics. I don't have time to discuss this over and over again. The data's about something that happened during your time at the CDI, isn't it? What are you talking about? I looked at my cell's history and saw which folder that woman navigated to. I don't have the access rights, but I'd really like to know what's in there. There was a lot going on in there was a lot going on at 1800. Okay. Let me be very clear, Liam. I can't work with a chief who doesn't trust my judgment and questions my orders. We've been doing this for a long time, Amelia. I deeply respect everything you've done for the Garian state. But as a CDI chief, I see it as my duty to protect all Garian citizens. And I'm sure that's in your best interest as well. I don't have time for this now. I'll let you know what the next steps are going to be. Good evening, Agent. Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that they cast the kids for the Harry Potter TV series on HBO. Good evening, Chief. Agent Conrad, how can I help you? I was wondering what the AG's doing here. We had a little discussion about our plan of action. Nothing you had to worry about, though. But about the data... Honestly, I don't understand why parts of the puzzle are being kept from us. It makes no sense. I agree. Listen, Conrad. Currently trying to find out what that data's about and why we don't have access. Don't you have a suspicion at least? You know what was on your cell when it was access. You don't have channels like that, but you do have BitTorrent and other legally gray websites. It's not out yet, obviously, but I think they're going to start filming next year for a release date, maybe in like 2027. Don't you have a suspicion at least? You know what was on your cell when it was accessed. The data was on the CDI network, and apparently it was something I don't normally have access to. Till I know what exactly we're looking at, I'd like to ask you to respect the chain of command. I'm getting an important call any second. We can talk later. Goodbye, Conrad. Alright, so now we're going to talk to Sato, right? Saito. Evening, Neil. Hey, Saito, how's it going? Not going to lie, that video was a little upsetting. I mean, I know that my religion is strange to some people in Gara, but an anti-Savient terror group? That's something else. Should I be worried about wearing my scarf in public now? I think those people are idiots, and I'm sure the vast majority of Garians agree with me. I know. Hey, I also have some good news. I found out where the Liberator's video was broadcast from. It's a company called AdSpot. They own most of the billboards in the city. You want an ad played, you go to them. Took a shot in the dark and checked ongoing police operations in the center. And what do you know? Someone at AdSpot made an emergency call tonight. Apparently an intruder forced their way into their server room and gained access to a computer. I made contact with the local police department. They sent 2 officers who secured the scene and are waiting for you to come have a look. Fast as lightning, Saito. Great work. Well done. Conrad and I will go to AdSpot and have a look around. We really need to get ahead of this one and prevent another attack. Why don't you follow up on some leads while we're gone? Trace the perp's payment to the hotel as well as a mysterious transaction to the escort. And maybe we can find out where the sniper's accomplice got her face changed. Conrad, I'm taking off from the roof. Want to hitch a ride? You know I don't. Worth a try. Meet you at AdSpot then. Need some fresh air. I'll come with you, Gary. Okay. We are scared of flying. Turn around. There it is.
During the train ride, every screen in the city had been playing news reports about the Liberator's announcement. They were the first violent domestic terror group with a political motive in recent Garian history. But there was something else that struck me about them. This wasn't the usual MO of a conservative group trying to maintain the status quo. It felt much more like revolutionaries hoping to effect change by resorting to drastic measures.
Okay. Find AdSpot. Further down. That's home upgrades. Ooh, the hell is this? A lot of more glass lying outside than inside. And he seems pretty nervous about his boss. Hey Conrad, this is Officer Wong, my colleague Neil Conrad. Thank you for filling me in, officer. We'll take it from here. Conrad, the security guard who called the police is still inside. Let's go talk to him. He works for a security firm named Cox that was contracted by AdSpot to monitor their offices at night. I already informed the CEO about the intrusion. Or rather, his secretary. She told me that he's been on a business meal since 1730. But she said she's asked him to return to the office for questioning soon. First, let's hear what the guard has to say. I'm not panicking. You're being careless. I want you to promise me that you stay home, okay? Oh, the officers are here. I'll call you back later. Evening, Mr. Brown. We need to ask you a few questions. Officers, I really don't understand how it happened. I was just getting coffee in here, and then... I mean, I can't have an eye on all the rooms at the same time, right? It wasn't my fault. Calm down, sir. We're not accusing you of anything. My boss won't be happy at all when he hears about this. Could you tell us what happened from the start? The broadcast began around 1800. Where were you at that time? As I said, I had left my post at the front desk for a short break and was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass and I ran looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw the broken window and the video playing on screen. I stopped the broadcast as quickly as I could. It all just took a few seconds. Hold on. They managed to climb in, log into the computer, and start that video within a few seconds? Seems that way. Did you see anyone when you entered the server room? No, it was empty. I went to look outside, but they were already gone. So to be clear, this video could have only played for a few seconds. No more than 10. And if you stop it here, it immediately stops everywhere? Yeah, the screens across the city just mirror the ones in here. Look, my boss will say it's all my fault, but I swear to you Alright, thank you. It's all for now. Conrad, I'm sending a sheet to your cell. 10 seconds? Have a look around and see if you can find out who started that broadcast. Okay. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. Anything else you want to know? About your relationship with your boss. Honestly, I can't say he likes me. I think he's been looking for a reason to fire me for a while. I think I only got the job because one of his top men vouched for me. I see. Anything else you want to know? About tonight. Did you leave the building at any time? Only one time when I went looking for the intruder and I came right back. Did anyone enter the building except for you? Just me and whoever started the broadcast. Can I go home soon? My wife's a Saviant, and after that video today. I'm afraid you'll have to stay a little longer and help us find the people behind this. I'd feel better if I was her. Called her earlier and told her to stay home, but she wouldn't listen. I see. That's all for now. Dating Elite. Woo! A new message is waiting for you on Dating Elite. Make sure to check it soon. Neil. Eyes plus, thighs plus, chest plus. The broadcast was started by Brown. We don't know. Hold on, which one's Brown? Which one's... What's the security guard's name? People. Yuri Brown, okay. And Albert Cox is the CEO. Okay. Oop. What about you? Can't talk to you. Oop. What do we got? Hey Saito, could you do me a favor? There's a presence sensor at the entrance of AdSpot's server room. Any chance you could pull its data from around the time the broadcast was started? Give me a sec, I'll check. Got access, but the sensor doesn't store any names. However, I could provide you with a list of every time someone passed through that door around 18 o'clock? 1800? Great, that would be helpful. Alright, sending it to you now. Remember that the sensor reacts every time someone uses a door, no matter if they're going in or out. Gotcha. Talk to you later. Okay. 6 p.m. Yeah, it's just weird that they say it. I mean, way easier. I mean, I was in the military for 8 years. It was easier to use military time. I'm just so used to it now. But seeing like 18 o'clock, no one says it like that. It's 1800 or 6 o'clock. All right, let's see. So let's see. List of presents. So he did say he left once to go see. So my guess is like 1756 he went in. Somebody went in. And then the security guard came in at 1801 and then left at 1802. Let me look at my logs. Let's see. I was just getting a coffee in here. Okay. I left my post at the front desk for a short break. I was having a coffee in here. I heard the sound of shattering glass and I ran looking for the noise. When I arrived in the server room, I saw a broken window. Okay. So the criminal jumped out of the window, I guess. So he walked in at 1756. Walked in at 1756. Dipped out the window. Officer, security guard Brown comes in at 1801 and then leaves at 1802 to go look for. Let's see, can we ask him any more questions? No. Come to me when you find something. Let's talk to Officer Wong. No, not interested. Nope. Nope. Oh, Lord. Okay. People are logged every time they pass through the door. This model doesn't distinguish between people entering or leaving the building. Okay. Okay. So Jim entered at 6, left. Neil's boot. He keeps leaving. Entered left, entered left. Cleaning services, entered left. But Lisa. Anything else here? No. Come to me when you find something. Am I supposed to be finding something else? There we go. Excuse me, Mr. Brown. About those door cards. I told it to use a door card to enter and exit the building. Yeah, Cox Security has 2 door cards for ad spot. This one in another room in a locker at our office. Only our boss, me, and the other guard assigned to ad spot can open it. They're not personalized or anything. We just grabbed one at HQ before we come here. Who's the other guard? His name's James Moore. He's been working for the boss for a long time. We alternate shifts here at ad spot. Today's my turn. James Moore? James Moore? It's not the CEO. It's not the security guard. Chen. It's either Chen or Moore. Right? Who's Chen? Let me see. Jim Chen's the CEO. Definitely not him. And who's Albert Cox again? Hold on a second. The CEO of Cox Security Services. So the CEO probably wouldn't do it. So it would have to be James Moore. I'm guessing Moore. No. Okay. Wait, what else am I supposed to do? I thought that was it. What am I missing here? Oh, we gotta walk in. Jesus. This must be the computer they used to broadcast the video. Looks like someone smashed the server room window. But it smashed it from the inside out. Right? Because there would be glass here. Yeah. Jim came to work at 6, left at 16:55. So it couldn't be him. No, it would probably be security services, right? right? 2 for Brown, 2 for Moore. There's gotta be more. Plus, like, why would the CEO of AdSpot do anything? No? Damn. What else am I missing here? Am I missing? The heck? Oh, do I need to submit? I need to submit it. That's right. I think it was more. Yep. I took a look at the broken window. There's a lot more glass lying outside than inside. I'm pretty sure that was smashed from the inside, not the outside. You're saying they broke the window to get out, not in. Exactly. I think that whoever started that broadcast walked in through the front door, played the video, smashed the window, climbed through it, and ran away. Why break the window at all, then? Probably to conceal the real way they got in. If our perp entered through the front door, they must possess an AdSpot door card. That leaves us with a limited circle of suspects. Apart from the employees of AdSpot, 3 people from Cox have access to door cards. Cox, Brown, and Moore. Moore works here as well. He and Brown take turns in surveilling the facility. Any idea which one of them started the video? Yeah. Someone with the Cox security door card entered the building at 17:55, shortly before the broadcast began. Can't have been Brown. He passed by the door 3 times since he arrived, which places him inside. Couldn't he have climbed back in through the broken window to avoid the scanner at the door? No. That's evident from the data at the server room door. Sido pulled it from me. There's another scanner there. Only 2 people have access to Cox's door cards, James Moore and their boss. Cox has been at a business meal since 1730, so Moore is the only suspect left. Good work, Conrad. I'll send a unit to arrest him immediately. You and I should pay his boss a visit and see what he has to say. Should be back at his office now. I'll send you Cox's address. Get to the train, I'll meet you there. Roger that. We have a phone call. Hey, Sido. Neil, good news. I managed to crack the cell of that businessman, Abraham Gonzalez. I found a deleted message that is extremely interesting. Seems like someone hired him to fetch the data module in Guerra. And here's a kicker. The message was sent from the Mercurius network. The what now? The Mercurius network is only accessible to really big companies. They have to be publicly traded and count more than 10,000 employees. What's more, the message was sent via a highly encrypted channel on the network. Okay. Those are exclusively accessible to high-ranking executives. That means that whoever sent this message to Gonzalez is someone high up at a big company? Not just high up, but practically has to be a CEO. Good job, Sido. Sounds like a solid lead. I'll forward you the message and a list of all companies in the solar system that match the criteria. Also opening a sheet about who is behind the Liberators. Oh, and one more thing. I also managed to extract a message from the sniper's cell. Looks like he sent it to the woman who stole the data from her chief. Might want to have a look at that as well. I'll forward that to your cell. Copy that. Talk to you later. Oh, Lord. List of companies that could be behind the Liberators. Okay. I guess we'll find a way to narrow this down. Mr. Gonzalez, our deal. As promised, I send you more detailed instructions for your mission on Gara. Oh yeah, that noir sax. Yep. You will wait for your contact person. She'll hand you a data stick. As soon as you've left the Garian network, you will provide up the exact address and the data to. As agreed, strictly forbidden from asking questions or trying to find out what the data is about. As soon as the model is in my position, the agreed upon fee will be transferred to your account. Zora, you probably figured out by now that I lied to you about Williams asking me to take care of the handover. Pretty sure you're mad as hell and I'm sorry for that. Thing is, I have a bad feeling about this whole mission and I really couldn't stand it if you got hurt. We promised each other that this was the last job we would accept. I would get out of it afterwards. However, the past few days I realized that going back to normal after all these years scared shit out of me. Not like you. What I'm trying to say is, if I don't get out of this, I want you to quit nonetheless and do what we were planning to do. I'm sure it will make you happy. Maybe not immediately, but surely after a while. If everything goes as planned, I'll be with you in no time, and I'm sure I'll find a way to get used to normal life. If it doesn't, don't look back and don't come looking for me. Name of the company, they're based on... they belong to this sector and specialize in... Okay. Well, we need more data where we can make an educated guess. The train. Let's leave. Shit. Phone call. Phone call. You are? Yes. Hey Gary, Conrad. Having car troubles, but I'll be there soon. Car troubles, huh? Save it, Conrad. This is literally the first time you got somewhere faster than me. While you're waiting, you could swing by the restaurant where Cox presumably had dinner and check his alibi. We asked for them to send over tonight's surveillance footage. They said that the camera is unfortunately broken right now. Seems to be one of those locations where privacy is part of the service. The restaurant is on the layer above Cox's office and the train station. Go upstairs and take a left. Can I have a chat with his wife if he's still there? Her name is Yvonne Cox. Roger that. See you in a bit. I'll give you a call when I have an ETA. So we're going this way. Or not? Here we go. Straight? No? I guess upstairs? Maybe? Yeah. Good evening, sir. Do you have a reservation? Evening. I'd like to try to talk to Yvonne Cox. Is she here? I must ask, is she expecting you? Not really, no. I'm sorry, we only let you in as part of a reservation. Part of the CDI. Will you please lead me to Miss Cox? Would you please follow me? And that's why it's vital that we keep negotiating with them, no matter what Albert says. Miss Cox? Yes? Who are you? Neil Conrad. Sorry to interrupt, but I'd like to ask you a few questions. CDI? What did I do to deserve your attention? It's about your husband, actually. Ah, well. Excuse me, Mr. Conrad. Jacqueline Hendricks, attorney at law. Miss Cox is my client. You realize that she's not obligated to give you any information about... It's okay, Jacqueline. Let's talk, Mr. Conrad. Would you mind if we stepped outside? I need some fresh air. Jacqueline's a little overprotected sometimes. That's how you know a lawyer is worth their salt. You said this is about Albert. What is it you want to ask me? I wonder if you could tell me where your husband was around 6 o'clock tonight. We met here with Jacqueline at 17:30 and discussed some business decisions over dinner. About a half hour ago, Albert got a phone call and excused himself. That was us. Sorry for interrupting your dinner. Did Mr. Cox act strange in any way over the last few days? I have no idea. Last time I saw him before tonight must have been 2 weeks ago. Albert and I don't live together anymore. We have all but separated. You're getting a divorce? Maybe. It would be very complicated for our businesses. I see. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for taking the time. Getting all the phone calls. Gary, what's up? I'll be there in 10 minutes. What about you? Did you talk to the wife? Yeah, she corroborates his alibi. Do you believe her? I didn't have the impression she'd lie to protect him. Their marriage is apparently more of a pragmatic arrangement at this point. I see. Listen, I got bad news. Moore's not home. He's on a holiday, according to his wife. She said he went to Manami Tree Resort. Hola! Misty Land! Thank you for the raid. What were you playing? Hola, hola. ¿Cómo estás? Hey. Hope you had a good New Year's and Christmas. It's been a minute. We're playing this point-and-click game called Lacuna. It's like a noir type of detective thing. It's not bad so far. Ooh, Claire Obscure. I don't know why my mod was like junkies is a bad word. I've heard that game is very good. I have it on my wish list, but I haven't gotten a chance to play it yet. I just recently finished the Mass Effect trilogy. So now I want to play Mass Effect Andromeda. And then probably either Claire Obscura or some other like heavy like RPG type game. She said she went to Manami Tree Resort. How far are you in on Claire Obscura? Is it a pretty long game? I imagine it's like a RPG type, right? Same as Inherit in the Earth. What I recommended you last time, this is definitely... Yeah, I have Inherit the Earth on my wish list. I swear I do. Let me double check. I'll check it in a minute. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I do. No Velmas allowed. Act 2 now? Nice. Yeah, the storyline sounds super interesting, and I had a bunch of people at work that bought it and have been playing it. We're trying to confirm this and get a hold of him. Why don't you go talk to Moore's wife, see if you buy that story. Saito says that you're very close by. Move up a layer or two and make a right to leave the market. You should find her apartment there. Come back down to Cox's office when you're done. It's right near the train station. I'll be there in 10. Gary, you said you would be there
On my way
in
up
10
to Moore's apartment,
minutes ago.
I walked through aromatic clouds of fried rice, fish, and mystery meat. I'd been down to Paloon Market once before, with Catherine. It almost surprised me to see that none of the platforms had collapsed in the years since. People were still selling the same junk, some of it probably stolen halfway across the planet.
This could totally be like a Tex Murphy type game. Or Tex Murphy story. I don't really know how far I am, but so far it's very mysterious and really good. Yeah, it's got really good reviews. I do really want to play it. One of the best story games I've ever played. Really? Nice. Okay. Head for bed. See ya. All right, Misty. Thank you for the raid. Got dust all over my speakers. All right, let's go to Yvonne's apartment. Actually, let's. Can we talk to her? We can't, right? Yeah, that's all I know. Okay, yeah, let's go to her apartment. Search for clues. See if she's lying about her husband. How do we get to her apartment from here? Oh, I think it's all the way to the right. He did say near the markets. Okay, not this way. To the right? To the right. Yeah. Oh, I see, it's this way. Anybody home? Who's there? Oh no, we're not going to Miss Cox's apartment. We're going to Mr. Moore's apartment because he was the other security guard. crime happened. Agent Neil Conrad, CDI. I already talked to your colleagues. I know. Sorry to bother you once more. You said that your husband went on a vacation. Is that correct? Why don't you come in? Can I see your badge? Of course. James went to Manami Tree Resort. His flight left last night after work. Is there a way to contact him? He left his cell here because he wanted some peace and quiet. Bullshit. What exactly do you want from him? I hope he's not in trouble. Why would you say that? Does he get in trouble a lot? No, not lately. Wouldn't everyone be worried about the CDI knocking on your door? Not lately? Does your husband have a criminal record? He made some mistakes years ago, and he did his time for it. What did he do? His boss asked him to make a delivery of illegal substances. James got caught, and his boss said he knew nothing about it. Who was his boss at the time? Not Mr. Cox, I suppose. Oh, it was Cox, all right. James was in prison for almost a year and went right back to working for him. He didn't hold a grudge at all? Let's say he didn't have much of a choice. It's hard enough finding a job nowadays, even more so with a criminal record. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. That's all for now. If your husband gets in touch, tell him to contact me. Here's my cell info. Do you mind if I have a quick look around? Look around? Why not? But please don't make a mess. Oxydenol, a highly addictive substance used in lung disease treatment. Wait, what did I just grab? What was that? Oh, news. Oh, that's a lot of text. Melix wins 10-year court case. Employees filed a class action lawsuit against the mining giant about permanent lung damage. Okay. So James Moore probably has lung damage. That's why he has that substance. So they are acquitted of it. Last week, a delivery van belonging to Cox was stopped as part of a routine traffic. They found an undisclosed amount of mind-altering substances. So all the Cox security employees are getting high. Facing charges of drug trafficking, the CEO of Cox Security denied any involvement and claimed the driver was acting of his own accord. Oh, and that's James Moore, how he got imprisoned. Okay. Single plate in the sink. Looks like she had dinner alone. I have another question. Why did you frame those 2 news articles? They're important to James and me. They remind us of things we shouldn't forget. What things? I'm sorry, but that's really private. Can I ask you to leave now? I'm tired and need some rest. I see. Thank you. Okay. Now what do we do? Going back? Oh, phone call. Conrad, how'd it go with Moore's wife? Well, she doesn't seem to know what her husband's up to. I took a look around her place, though. Good, we need all the information we can get. I'm almost at Cox's building. Meet you there.
Oftentimes in our investigations, the obvious solution would turn out to be the right one. People usually acted in accordance with their interests and their emotions. Whoever we first thought did it, they often turned out to have done it. With Moore and everyone else we had met so far, it always felt that we were at least one step removed from the truth. Nothing about this case was obvious.
Okay, so it's still either Moore or the CEO. Let's go talk to the CEO. So the CEO had James traffic drugs. They got caught. Where am I? And James went to jail, and the CEO pretended he had not heard of it. Conrad, we need to go up here. Cox has probably been waiting for us for a while. What's with the shabby building? I thought this was a big company. This is just one of their bases of operation, apparently. Listen, Conrad. I just got a call from the AG. She ordered us to arrest Cox. Huh. Make me happy. I had to cut this one short. Let's see ya. Ta-ta. See you, Lucid. Thanks for hanging out, man. We'll probably be back on tomorrow, too. From the AG herself? Why? I thought we were just going to question him. Did you tell the AG that we don't suspect Cox of starting the broadcast? I did, but I guess there's been a change of plans. Why did she want us to arrest him? She said that we have strong reason to believe that he is part of the Liberators. Did she bother telling you what she's basing that on? No. No? We don't have the time to waste here, Conrad. Let's go get him. If you want to do the talking, I'll see if I can have a look around in the meantime. Sure. I don't think he's going to give us trouble, but keep on your toes. He's big in the security business after all. Doorbell. Very low tech. Good evening, Mr. Cox. I'm Agent Long, and this is my partner, Agent Conrad. Good evening. I'm sorry I don't have more chairs in here. We'll stand. I heard there was a break-in on Mr. Brown's watch. Didn't expect this sort of slip-up from him. I apologize. We're not here for him, actually. Mr. Cox, you're under arrest. You're suspected of providing support for an interplanetary conspiracy. I see. Ooh. Shit, Gary! Put down that gun immediately! Get out of my way. You just shot a CDI agent. It's over, Mr. Cox. Oh, please, don't overestimate your power. What about your wife? You just leave her behind? I don't care about my wife. She'll be thrilled if I disappear. Now get out of my way or I'll make you. You still care about her? Come on, I know you still care about your wife. I don't give a shit about that bitch. Ooh, you had your chance. Oh, did I get shot? I got shot. Oh, he just lit the place on fire. Is that it? Am I dead? Shot in the stomach and burned alive? It's just all sound effects. Like a visual, not visual. An audio novel. Audio novel? No, that's not the word I'm looking for. Conrad! He's moving. Conrad, are you okay? I wonder if we actually could have shot him. Yeah, I think. You? Yeah, same. Just some bruises. Glad we wore our vests. What about Cox? Fucker got away. He set his office on fire. Looks like he had something to hide. Shit. Can't believe he got the jump on us like that. We should have been more careful. A manhunt's already underway. We have to get him. So what do we do now? Go back home and take a break. I'll tell the chief what happened. Let the adrenaline settle and hook yourself up to the medbay for a quick checkup. We'll have to wait and see if more or Cox shows up. If they do, I'll give you a call. If not, I'll see you at HQ tomorrow. Copy that. Go take the next train. Manhunt on that Cox guy is underway. It's all burned down. Please keep out. Just want to see the pixely smoke graphics. Oh well. Yeah, I'll have to look at another playthrough to see if you can actually get through that without getting shot. Hey, Neil. Hey, Kat. Everything alright? No, Laura's disappeared. What do you mean disappeared? I told her that she couldn't go to that party, but when I came home from work, she was gone. Sounds like she went anyway. Yeah, no shit. She doesn't answer her cell, so I called her best friend Shailene. She says she's at the party, but I haven't seen Laura there. She's probably covering for her, don't you think? Not sure about this. Should I go there and see for myself? I'd wait another hour if I were you. She'll be back soon now that Shailene? Is it Shailene? Told her you're looking for her? She won't want you to worry for too long. Alright. Hey, Neil. You want to swing by for a glass of wine? I'm on the train right now on my way back from work, and I'm pretty tired. Is it okay if I swing by spontaneously? Oh yeah, of course. I'm sitting here waiting anyway. I'm too tired to come and she's still not there in an hour. Give me a call, okay? Okay. Our daughter is missing? I've forgotten where Catherine lives. I think she's up in a high-rise apartment, I believe. here. Yeah. Hey, wanna go up on the roof? Yeah, why not? Haven't been up there in a while. One of the reasons why we rented the apartment, remember? Of course I do. The animation's pretty good. Getting excited about things is so easy when you're 24. Want a cigarette? I don't... Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Still the same brand, huh? Yeah. Getting a little tired of it, but changing things about your life would mean too much work. Bunny. Come on, it wasn't aimed at you. I'm that way too. Everybody is. So how's life going? Okay, I guess. Yours? Same. I know it's silly, but I sometimes still wonder why it didn't work out with us. There was a time when I was so sure we were our perfect match. I've asked myself the same a million times. And I came up with lots of different answers. We were too young for a kid, I was too focused on my new job, our place was too small. I wanted to find that one good reason to explain it to myself, to make sense of it. But honestly, I think we were just bad at it. We couldn't stop fighting about the same small bullshit. And we kept hurting each other for no reason until we reached a point of no return. That's it. Maybe you're right. That's sad, don't you think? Yeah. Don't worry too much about Laura. I'm sure she's fine. We should be happy for her that she's having a good time at the party. You said yourself that she had some trouble fitting in with the other kids. Yeah, I know. It's just... I think about the shit I did when I was her age. It's probably why I worry so much about her. But she turned out okay, and I'm sure Laura will too. She's smart. I rarely keep my eyes open. I have to go home now before I fall off this roof. Laura isn't home in an hour. Give me a call, okay? I will. Thanks for stopping by. It's nice to be up here with you again. I'll stay a little longer. What a throwback, huh? It was nice. See you soon. I wonder if we stop by enough times that Neil and Catherine will get back together. Kind of feels like they're going to. Download some news. Am I going the right way? I don't think I am. All the way to the right. Right? That's our... Yeah, walk home. Give us some narration.
I met my own tired gaze in the glass. There were so many things on my mind. Laura's disappearance worried me more than I had shown. I thought that maybe we should have let her go to that party. In hindsight, it probably wouldn't have mattered. And then there was Cox. He was somewhere out there. At the time, I was hopeful we'd catch him and get some much-needed answers, but he hasn't turned up to this day.
To this day, it's the same day, right? Welcome home, Mr. Conrad. Your visitor is waiting inside. Visitor? I'm not expecting anyone. Who is it? Your visitor is ID unknown. It's Laura. What the? I didn't tell you that I was expecting someone. Why did you let them in? I'm sorry I did not understand the question. Stupid fucking thing. I'll see for myself. Yeah, you better pop that gun out. It's probably our daughter. Yep. You can put that gun away. Who are you? Got a nice place up here. They pay you well. Show me your face. Turn around. Okay. Leela? Who? Oh, right, my face. I don't like it, to be honest. Wait, it's you. You're the one who assaulted Leela. I'm Zora. Nice to meet you. Slowly put your hands up. I'm here to talk. Put your hands up or I'll be forced to shoot. Nobody's forcing you to do anything. You can make your own decisions. What do you want? We need a guy in the CDC to help us out with a few things. And why the fuck would I do that? We have your daughter. Should have led with that. What? We took your daughter, Laura. No, you're full of shit. Can ask your ex, she's not at home. What did you do to her? Nothing, she's fine. You work for the Liberators, right? I have a record of your conversation with the man who shot Banny. Is stealing little girls really how you're trying to stand up for their ideals? You have to ask them. I don't know or care what they believe in. We're just getting paid. Or rather, we were supposed to. Then you showed up and botched the final step of the plan. Who's we? The kind of people you call when you want a foreign minister dead? So, you're mercenaries. What do you call yourselves? It wouldn't help you even if I told you. And stealing the chief's data was part of your contract with the Liberators? So you pieced that together already? Yes. What was on that stick that made it so important? No idea. Wait, you don't know either? I thought you had the drive. I don't, and I don't think I'll get my hand on it anytime soon. Who has it then if you don't? My superiors, if it still exists at all. That complicates things. I guess we'll have to move on to plan B right away. Since the handover went south, the Liberators refused to pay us. We need that data to get our money after all. This is where you come in. If you figure out what the data is about, we might be able to locate it in the CDI database and extract it. I'll send a private sheet to your cell. Submit it to us once you find out. I will do no such thing. Don't be difficult. And hand me your cell for a minute, will you? Why? You don't need it to open a sheet. It's for something else. I need access to the CDI network for a moment. What for? To set up a backdoor for our hack. Why are you telling me all this? I could arrest you right here but you won't. And I doubt that you could. I'm telling you this because we work together now. The better you do your part, the sooner our client pays us and the sooner you see your daughter again. If you do anything on my cell, they will trace it back to me. Don't worry, I'll use someone else's credentials. Whose? Doesn't matter. Give me your cell. At least tell me who I'd be throwing under the bus. Gary Long. What? No. His job means everything to him. Is that really more important to you than Laura's safety? Come on, she's your only bargaining chip. I'll try to find out what this data was about. It's gotta count for something. You're definitely not increasing your chances if you don't cooperate now. Use my login. You wouldn't want to get yourself in trouble like this. No, you wouldn't want me to get in trouble like this. I'm too important for you. So we agree. It has to be your colleague's credentials. Nope, use mine. Use my credentials or I'm not giving it to you. Fine, but my boss won't be happy about it. This wasn't the plan. Done. So that's it then? I gave you access and I'll tell you all I can find out about the data. You'll let Laura go now? That was just the first step. If you keep cooperating, you'll see her again soon. Please, just let her go. She doesn't have to suffer like this. I'll help you anyway, so you'll leave us alone. No can do. Sorry, not my call. This really what you want to do with your life? Murder and child abduction? I don't have time for this. We're done here. Answer my question. How do you live with yourself? You work for the CDI. Don't you kill and abduct people all the time? Spare me your moral relativism crap. I'm not a mercenary. Sure you are. CDI is trying to do the right thing. You do whatever the highest bidder tells you to. The right thing? What kind of childish nonsense do you believe in? You don't have to believe in anything to not be evil. I don't believe in anything particular. Yet here you are, talking about good and evil. Because we know what that is. We have an intuition for it. Bullshit. There's no such thing. We invented it. No, look. This lizard over here, he's my friend. This conversation's taking a very weird turn. So it's just become very philosophical. For, no reason. He's never done anything. He can't. All animals just do shit for a while and then they die. Look, are you trying to keep me talking? You can't pretend to not care about anything. In fact, I know you do. You were separated from someone you care about. What are you talking about? The sniper we caught. You care about him, don't you? You wanted to start a new life with him. It's none of your business. But it's funny you mention him. Thanks to you and your colleagues, I won't see him ever again. Didn't you just tell me it was bad to put people away against their will? My daughter harmed nobody. Your friend killed someone who might start a war. Maybe we can make a trade. What trade? Don't try to fuck with me. I know he's never getting out of there. Probably not, but I could deliver a message. What do you want in return? Promise me to keep Laura safe. Promise me that I'll get her back when this is all over. That depends on your actions. But I can promise that we'll actually let her go if you work with us. Alright, what's your message? Tell him the moon rises in the south. Okay? I'll be back with more instructions. Damn, dipped out like a ninja.
As soon as the woman disappeared into the night, my facade slipped and I nearly collapsed on the balcony floor. I took out my cell with shaking hands and tapped on Laura's face in my contacts. Maybe. She didn't pick up. I resisted the urge to call Catherine next. I couldn't just tell her about what had happened. She knocked on my door in the early morning, but I didn't open. I tried to decide on a course of action, but I couldn't concentrate. My mind alternated between trying to remember my last conversation with Laura and conjuring up horrible images of her tied to a chair in some basement. Sometime later, my alarm rang. I got up to go to work, not sure if I was ready to talk to Kat. I must have stood outside her apartment for a few minutes when I finally made a decision.
Optional? Talk to Kat? Let's tell her. Neil, where the fuck have you been? I tried to call you a million times. I even came to your apartment. I'm so sorry, Laura still isn't home. I called all her friends and nobody knows anything. Looks like she never went to that party. Shit, Neil, what do I do now? Listen, Kat. I know what happened to her. She was abducted. They took her to blackmail me. So sorry. What are you saying? Who took her? I'm not sure yet. Seems like there are a group of mercenaries involved in Bandy's murder. No. They promise they won't harm her if I do what they say. How can you do that to us? I didn't. It's not like I allowed them to take her. You have to tell the CDI. Maybe they can find out where she is and get her out of there. It's too risky right now. I'm afraid of what they'll do if they find out I snitched. And you think that people who abduct children and murder foreign ministers give a shit about their promises? I'm still evaluating the situation. I'll do everything in my power to keep her safe. What do they want from you? They want me to leak information about the case I'm investigating, about the liberators. Please, Kat, trust me with this, okay? I won't let them do anything to her. I have to go. I'll call you as soon as I hear anything, and you do the same, okay? All right. I'll be here all day. Right? We're getting on a train. Yeah. Talk to Gary. Oh. Who is this? Dad! Laura, where are you? Why didn't you let them use the login they wanted? Please, Dad, they're going to hurt me if you don't listen to them. You need to get me out of here. They swear they'll let me go if you do what they ask. I know how important your job is to you, Laura, but how bad can the things be that they're asking you? Please, I want to finish my novel. Laura, listen to me. I'll get you out of there, okay? Stay calm and do what they say. I have this under control. We'll see each other soon. I need to go. More news? More news. Or the same news, I don't know. Okay. Morning, Conrad. You look pale. Are you sick? I'm fine. Hope you got some rest after yesterday's incident. Let me bring you up to speed. The chief said he's making some announcement this morning. Didn't sound good at all. We'll see in a few minutes. We're running a planet-wide search for Cox, but he didn't turn up yet. I still can't believe that fucker got away. You should go talk to Saito. He's in our office and has some new intel on Moore and Cox for you. Okay, I'm on it. Listen, Conrad, I might have been a little intense these past few days. These are special circumstances. You understand that, right? Sure, it's been hard on all of us. Gotta run. Talk to you later. Where the hell is Saito at? There he is. Yeah. Oh, we got new emails? New apartments. Okay. Ah, good morning, Neil. Hey, Saito. Gary told me you had some new intel for me? Indeed. Put everything on our pinboard over there. Let me give you a quick overview. First, I assembled some basic information on James Moore and his wife. Second, I managed to pull their recent bank statements. Maybe we'll find something useful in there. That's all I can get my hands on for now, but I've got more coming tomorrow. And third, I took a look at the CV of the guy who fired at you, Albert Cox. Guess what I found? He's a Savient, and he grew up on Drovia. Oh, that's a surprise. I suspected he was working with the Liberators. Well, who knows, he still might. What's also interesting is that he changed his name 20 years ago. Shoot, we're running late to that meeting with the chief. Let's go, I'll tell you the rest on the way. Cox was born as Albert Bolton. Parents owned a big company at the time, Bolton Security Services. They were responsible for the safety of the Savient colony at Drovia. You mean Sector 2? The one that blew up 40 years ago? Exactly. Bolton Security was sued into oblivion over the incident and eventually went bankrupt. When Cox had finished school, he changed his name and moved to Gara. That's when he founded his own security company using some grant money. Thank you, Saito. Great work as always. Oh, it's nothing. I just did some advanced browsing. Before we go in, I need to ask. Everything alright? You look not great. Just didn't get enough sleep lately. Thanks for asking. I think everyone's here. Let's start. Thank you all for coming by. As many of you know, I've been working for the CDI for 28 years now. I've done everything in my power to defend the values our planet stands for. Principles of freedom, tolerance, equal rights for everyone, and justice have been guiding all of my actions. I've always been proud of our work and our commitment to the Garian democracy. Sadly, the path to justice isn't always clear and we have to make difficult decisions. The murder of Joseph Banny has severely harmed the relationship between our planet and Drovia, and it puts the fragile peace in our solar system at risk. The Domestic Terrorism Division was charged with protecting Banny under my leadership. In light of our failure to do so, the Attorney General and I have agreed that the only appropriate response is for me to resign from my duties at the CDI, effective immediately. I hope that the separatist groups on Drovia will consider this as a sign of sincere remorse, and of our intention to make up for the damage that has been done. I enjoyed working with all of you, and I wish you nothing but the best. I hope that each of you will find your way of fighting for justice. I will still be in my office today if there are any open questions or issues you want to talk to me about. My successor will be announced by the Attorney General in the near future. Starting tomorrow, Agent Long will be taking over my responsibilities until a permanent replacement is found. Thank you and goodbye. Well, well, well. Talk to Gary and talk to the chief. Let's go talk to the chief. Or not. Where's the chief at? Hello, Conrad. I can help you. I wanted to say goodbye. It was good working for you. Thank you. I appreciate it. I have to admit I'm surprised by your decision. It's not like you could have done much more to protect Banny. Come on, Conrad. We both know that doesn't matter. Heads needed to roll for this. Chief. Why did we arrest Cox? I mean, it looks like it was the right call, but we didn't know at the time. And why didn't you give us the arrest order yourself? AG didn't tell me why she wanted to do it, so I refused to give the order. So you don't know either? No. Seems like it's classified, same as the information on that stick. I see. Chief. The AG fired you over something else, didn't she? I overheard your conversation yesterday. Why are you telling me this? Didn't sound like you were arguing about Bandy's death. You were aware that you can be suspended for eavesdropping on your supervisors. In fact, it seemed like you were suspecting the AG of something. Is that the real reason why she wanted to get rid of you? This one is out of your league. Just respect the chain of command. I see. I'll have to pack up my things now. I wish you all the best for your career at CDI. Your cell contacts haven't changed lately, have they? Haven't changed in years. Good. Now we gotta talk to Saito. Oh, we gotta talk to Gary. Where's Gary at? Gary over here? What? No. Where the hell is Gary? Oh, is that Gary? Did not expect. There he is. Nope, that's Saito. There's Gary. That was unexpected. Fuck, I can't believe I'm standing in for the chief. Never thought they would pick me. I have to call my wife. Guess I'll be doing some overtime in the next few days. Don't you think it's strange that the AG fired him? Gotta admit, she never really liked him. Maybe she was waiting for an opportunity. But someone had to get fired for Banny's death just for the optics, don't you think? Maybe. The chief always did an excellent job. Didn't have to be him. Not thrilled about it either. Oh, we should focus on the Liberator's threat. I don't want to start my new job with a string of terror attacks. Let's recap what we got so far. Listen up, squad. Time for a little wrap-up. Suppose you're all as surprised as I am about our chief's sudden retirement. However, we need to focus on the Liberators and their plans now. Let's go over everything we've got so far. Drovia's foreign minister, Banny, was shot last night by a sniper who goes by the name of Boit. Boit then went to see a woman named Zora, which seems to have been a deviation from their original plan. He convinced her to hand him a stick with confidential stolen data. The next morning, Boit meets another man to hand him that data. Abraham Gonzalez, CEO of the Drovian company Power Up. We were able to extract a deleted message from Gonzalez's phone which proves that someone paid him to fetch the stick and send the data to an unknown address once he was outside the Garian network. This leads us to believe that the data cannot be sent unnoticed via the web, which applies only to the best kept secrets of the Garian government. We don't know who paid either of them. The message to Gonzalez was sent via an encrypted channel on the Mercurius network. That means it must be one of the higher-ups of a large publicly traded company. We don't know what was on that data stick because we haven't been cleared for access yet. Ooh, excuse me. Yesterday morning, an anti-Soviet terror group calling themselves the Liberators publicly broadcast a video in which they claim responsibility for Manny's murder. They also announced a second attack within 48 hours. Their broadcast was sent from the AdSpot building. They operate all the billboards across the city. At the time the video started, the building was being guarded by a Cox security employee. We had reason to believe that the perpetrator was another employee of that same company, James Moore. Right. His wife says he went on a vacation at Manami Tree Resort, but he never turned up there. We are currently running a planet-wide search for him, but without success so far. The CEO of Cox Security, Albert Cox, opened fire on Agent Conrad and myself when we went to arrest him. Why were you arresting Cox? It was an order from the Attorney General. Unfortunately, Cox managed to run away and burn down large parts of his building. He apparently had something to hide. We're searching for him as well. Do we think that Cox is a key figure behind the Liberators? He certainly is involved with them in some way, but he doesn't have access to the Mercurius network. We have to assume that there is some bigger fish behind Cox. What's also strange is that he's a Savian himself. He grew up on Drovia. Our current priority is to prevent any further attacks. Calroy, I want you to support the ongoing manhunt for James Moore. Young, we brought some stuff back from Cox's office. Work your magic on it. Let us know if you find something. Saito, you keep gathering as much information as you can on our prime suspects. Conrad, you should check whether you can establish a motive why Moore would support the Liberators. Take a look at all the evidence we've got, including the information Saito put on our pinboard. Roger that. We also brought our sniper in for a second round of questioning. You can give it another try and see if you can get something out of him. Gonzalez surrounded himself with lawyers. Could be a while until we can interrogate him again. That's all for now. Come back to me when you've got something. So much info. Oh my god. Revenge, right? sick wife? Probably a sick wife, right? The lung disease. I don't know about the data. Got 3 ongoings. Jesus. Still don't know anything about the name of the company. Oh, here we go. Okay. Oh, my brain. My brain's not gonna be able to work this. This is James Moore's statement. Oh, okay. So he tried to get tried to get a prescription because he was out of money. Damn, salary plus 10,000? This dude stole. Yeah, because his normal salary is 600. Now he's got... Ooh. Yeah, his sick wife. He can't afford the medicine for his wife, so he stole the money. Ooh. James Moore. He looks young. Security professionals. Bodily harm, attempted theft, 6 months for transporting illegal substances. Okay. Petty larceny, jeez. Okay. Sick wife. That is most. I have no idea. I wish I could control F. Sector 2 incident? This is a lot. Oh, maybe the data's on this. About the lung damage. When was that? 1838? Oh, nope. It's not an option. Oh my god. Which one do I have to submit? Doesn't say. Oh, let's see. What a day, huh? See if you can find out Moore's motive. I did. Oh, do I scroll down? No? Do I need to go talk to his wife again? Talk to Boyd. Oh, right. We have to interrogate him again. Long time no see. Still not the talkative type, huh? Okay, listen up. Things have changed since we last spoke. Turn off the camera so we can talk freely. Your people have kidnapped my daughter to extort me. Last night, your friend Zora came to my home to talk to me. Don't get your hopes up. It's about money, not your freedom. She gave me a message for you. What message? I'll tell you if you help me with Laura. You're bullshitting me. I'm not. What exactly do you want me to do? It looks like I'm pretty much locked up in here. Who are those guys you and Zora are working for? You both know I can't give you any details. We're mercenaries. That's all I can say. Where do they keep Laura? I have no clue. We have a bunch of hideouts in the city and the whole solar system. I don't even know all of them. In the whole... That's a pretty huge organization you're part of. We're not just some thugs. We're professionals. Want me to help you? I'll give you one piece of advice. Do what they tell you. If I do, will I get her back? We usually keep our end of the bargain. Why are they blackmailing you? The people who asked you to shoot Banny won't pay you because we prevented the handover. Now they want me to help them get the data back. I see. You said you had a message for me. The moon rises in the south. Fat guy I met at Jorah's Plaza. He was pretty sure he got his assignment from someone in the Telenium business. You mean Gonzalez? The man you brought the storage module? That's his name. Maybe that'll help you somehow. Thanks for letting me know. Could you tell Zora that the sun sleeps in the north? Yes, of course. Telenium, okay. List of companies. How many do we have? So we have Hanel Metals, Millix Mining, and Dyson Enterprise. Okay. Oh, I've got that one. Yeah, sick wife. I can submit that. I can't do the other ones. So, name of the company behind the livers. Dyson or Hanel. Could be Hanel. Leave it on Hanel. Telenium. There we go. Alright, let's submit this. Talk to Gary. I need to get through Act 2. I wonder how close I am to finishing Act 2. Conrad, I just read your sheet on Moore. Looks like a motive can be established. You should pay his wife another visit. She didn't seem to know anything yesterday. Maybe she'll tell you more if you confront her with her husband's motive. Roger that. See you there. Damn, you want to travel all the way back over there? Back on the train.
Once again enveloped by the smell of the market, I thought back to the man I had been when Kat had brought me here. How did it all go so wrong? Deep down, I knew the answer. I was just too scared to commit to my family. It was so much easier to care about something that didn't have to like you back. That wouldn't go away if you didn't want it to. For me, that was my job. But ironically, protecting myself like that only made it hurt so much worse. Now that Laura was out of my reach, the pain of being separated was only amplified by the knowledge that I had missed so many opportunities to be with her.
This game is so weird. Yeah? How so? It's definitely a little overindulgent, I would say, with the dialogue. Like it's very verbose. Yeah, the writing could be better. Hello, Mrs. Moore. Oh, it's you again. Hello. Sorry to disturb you a second time, but I need to ask you a few more questions. So you're still after my husband? I told you he's on vacation on Femis. He isn't. We checked the ID scanners at all spaceports on Gara and Femis. He never left the planet. You must have overlooked something. Listen, I love James, but he's just a poor devil. Shouldn't the CDI be taking care of the big fish? James isn't one of them. I think you're underestimating your husband. He might be about to make a grave mistake. Did you see the Liberators video yesterday? It's hard to miss, yeah. We have reason to believe that your husband is affiliated with them. Seriously, that's what you came up with? He might have sold drugs or started a fight once or twice, but this is completely out of his league. We did some research, and it seems like your husband has a strong motive. Your husband is being paid for the attack, and he needs some money for your medication. It's true that I suffer from a lung condition, but we've always managed. If he carries out this attack and we catch him, he goes to prison for life. If we get him before, the sentence will be significantly less severe. Did you also find out how I got my condition? I was a miner at Millic's mining on Femis. Turned out I was inhaling harmful gases for months every day. The bosses knew about it, but the money was too good. Hundreds of people's lungs were irreversibly damaged. You know what? Millic's got away with it. They are cleared of all charges. No compensation at all. We have to pay for our medication ourselves. Why are you going after my husband and not after people like them? I'm really sorry that happened to you, but there's nothing I can do about it right now. What we can do is stop your husband from doing something really stupid. We have reason to believe he's involved in an imminent terror attack. If there's anything you didn't tell me, I need to know right now. What happens if you're right and you catch him? He would probably go to prison for a few years, but it would be much worse than if we caught him after the fact. I saw a message on his cell before he left. It was a booking confirmation from a hotel, but it wasn't on Femis. It was a Korean hotel here on Gara. I thought he might be cheating on me. He booked it until tomorrow. Thank you, Mrs. Moore. You've been very helpful. Promise me he won't get hurt. He's an idiot, but he's a good guy. Please, I need him. I'll promise I'll do my best to protect him. Listen, I'm pregnant. If he's about to do something stupid, remind him of our unborn son. That will make him consider his decisions. I will. Thank you for your help. Please leave me alone. Enter the train.
The Korean Hotel. I didn't even need to look that up. It was directly next to the Grand Church at Korean Square, one of the most important houses of prayer for Savians here on Gara. It probably would be crowded with believers and tourists tomorrow morning. No doubt it was the Liberator's next target. The rush of making progress in the case only lasted a few moments until I realized that now I had to make a tough decision. If I told Zora about the target, I couldn't tell the CDI, and vice versa.
Ooh. How are we going to swing this? Is that in the log? The narration? No. I guess not. Oh, I smoked one cigarette.
Off-world. Can be anywhere.
Alright. Actually, let me see how far I am in this game. There's 3 acts. I did this. I did that. Chapter 3. Ad spot, confronting Cox, uninvited guest, Judy or your daughter. Okay. Yeah, I'm near the end of this chapter. Let's get back on the train. Going the right way? I think so. Yes. Hey. Fuck. Startled me. What do you want? Checking in with how your investigation is going. Not here. Too crowded. Follow me. Come on. I know a spot. Where are we going? Here? Did I lose her? Hold on a second. Did I just completely lose her? Oh, here. This is better. The hell are you doing here? Are you following me? I told you I'd get back to you. Anything new on our client? Or what they're planning to do? I might know where the next attack is taking place. Good, where is it? I can't just tell you that. Well, and I can't protect your daughter if you won't work with us. You need to tell us where and when the attack is taking place. We'd like to have a chat with the people carrying it out, but it can't be any CDI at the scene. Are you saying your people will prevent the attack? We'll take with us the people who are trying to carry out. We'll take with us the people. That's a weird sentence. People's lives are at stake here. The CDI needs to intercept that attack. Laura's life is certainly at stake. What are you planning on doing with the attackers? What will happen to them? We will ask them who they're working for. You just ask them and let them go. Don't worry about that. We won't let them go through with their plans. Gotta save her daughter. I suspect there will be an attack at the Grand Church on Corian Square tomorrow morning. Is that the truth? It's what I think is the truth. Good, thank you. Remember not to tell anyone at the CDI. Did what you asked, aren't you? Are you letting Laura go now? Not yet. Let's wait and see how things play out tomorrow. You want a beer? Sure, let's take a beer. A beer? Yeah, business talk is over. Are you calling destroying my life a business? I guess so. Hey, listen. Did you deliver my message? I did. What did he say? He said the sun sleeps in the north. Okay, thank you. What does it mean? It means I love you? No, it's from when we were kids. I've known him for a long time. You know, I thought about what you said. I don't think I'm good, or ever have been, but I will say this. Talk to your daughter today. She's a good kid. I don't like the prospect of her getting hurt, so please, don't miss them. How can you... Then get her out of there, please. Will it? My boss won't let that happen. It's all in your hands. If all goes well tomorrow and the guy talks, we might get everything we need. If we can't get the client that way, we'll have to get the data after all. In that case, you have to help us with the hack. The back door is set up successfully from your cell. Let's hope we won't have to use it. I have to admit, that was pretty ballsy of you to protect your partner like that. You could even call it selfless. I don't think there's such a thing. No matter what you tell yourself, at the end of the day, you do what you do for your own gain. Sometimes it's a few layers removed, but in the end, it's all selfishness with a few extra steps. Here comes this philosophical conversation again. I disagree. This is just a convenient way to justify the fucked up things you do. Nihilism can be used as a shield just like faith. It's convenient to yeah, this rant, it takes away from the game. It's kind of just like shoehorned into there. The writer's own belief system. Convenient to say nothing matters because it makes living in the world hurt a little less. But even you don't like the thought of harming Laura, do you? I think you're doing your best to ignore your conscience. You'll have to face it at some point. There was a book I read a while back. It was Ready Player One. You know, the one that came with the movie. He had like similar issues with going on rants about, I think, like organized religion or something. Yeah. Not if I die first. Well, this has been fun. Break's over. I have some business to take care of. I'll let you know tomorrow how it went.
Whoa.
Oop, another phone call. We can't tell the CDI anything. Conrad, how'd it go? Any news from Moore's wife? No, not really. Moore's behind all this, and she doesn't know about it. Fuck. The attack's going down tomorrow morning. We still have no clue what it's going to be. How is it possible that we don't get a grip on those fuckers? Looks like the only thing we can do is ramp up security all over Gara, and hope they won't go through with their attack. Go home and get some sleep. Talk to you later.
I felt like shit for letting Zora and her accomplices intercept the attack. There were so many ways this could go wrong. I didn't want them to take more, or worse yet, somehow miss him and let the attack happen. Don't get me wrong, I didn't regret telling Zora what I knew to protect Laura, but endangering the lives of innocent people wasn't an acceptable trade-off. I couldn't tell the CDI, or even call in an anonymous tip with the police, because the chance was too high that Zora would suspect me. There was no other way. If I wanted to make sure things didn't go south, I had to go to the church myself. I left in the middle of the night, hoping it wasn't already too late.
It's her daughter. We have to. I'm not going the right way. Alright, we're going back to the apartment. Oh, we're going to the church. Where's the church at? Oh, here. Good evening, sir. Is this place open? Evening. I'm sorry, but the temple is closed until 6 in the morning. Could you let me in for just a second? It would be very important to me. I won't touch anything. Sorry, but what is this about? We had to increase security ever since that video came out. These are scary times for us Savians. Someone sprayed "fuck Savians" on one of the temple walls last night. I lost something during the evening ritual. Can I go in and get it real quick? What exactly? Ooh. A sacred ring? Rings aren't even allowed in the temple. Look, I don't know who you are, but you're clearly not Savian. Sorry, but I need to ask you to leave or I'll have to call the cops. Let's run over here. Just gonna break in. Find more. That was a relatively easy way to break in. I guess we're going upstairs. Mr. Moore, this is a CDI. Hands in the air right now. Step away from the device. Fuck. Oh, no, 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 no. They're here. Listen carefully. They'll shoot you if you don't cooperate, okay? What the fuck are you on about? What's going on here? Mr. Moore, I'm CDI. You have to trust me. Tell them whatever they... I didn't do anything, okay? I'm just following orders from my boss. Tell them that. Tell who? The people walking up the stairs right now. Tell them the truth if you want to live. And if we're lucky, they won't take you away. Neil, what the hell are you doing here? Don't shoot. Stand down, all of you. Shit, did you just shoot that guard? Who the fuck is that, Zora? That's our mole. Ignore him. Go get the other guy and make sure we don't blow up. Mr. Moore, you're coming with us. Neil, what is this about? I hope this isn't some kind of trap, because if it is, Laura's dead. What the? Who are you? Leave me alone. Not a trap. I'm here alone. Where are you taking him? It's none of your business. We had a deal. Listen, I think that Moore's just a pawn in this. There are bigger fish in the background. They are the ones we should have a closer look at. Okay, have a closer look at them then. So you're leaving Moore alone? No. No, please, I didn't do anything. Let me take him in. He deserves a fair trial. What are you talking about? Zora, we need to run. Sorry, Neil. We have to make sure you won't follow us. Ooh, had to get knocked out. Ooh. Just got my ass beat.
When I came to, my head and my shoulder hurt, and I was cold. I remember feeling relief when I realized I was still in the church and not tied up in the back of a van. Everybody else was gone without a trace, except for the bomb. I approached it carefully, but quickly realized it was disabled, or had never been fully assembled in the first place. I knelt down to examine the explosives, looking for clues pointing me to their origin. If Young had been there, she could have run a full analysis. Lucky for me, the explosives were clearly identifiable from their shape and labeling alone. These were Cineon sticks, used in chamber blasting. Nobody had access to those outside of the mining industry. I stepped back, satisfied for a moment. Then the rest of reality came crashing down on me. What would Zora's boss do when he heard that I was here? What were they planning on doing with Moore? And fuck, what about the guard?
It's kind of
I
obvious in
hadn't
the mining
seen much
industry.
through the window in the attic, but it had looked like one of Zora's guys had fired at him. My heart started racing while I quietly went back down the stairs.
We're about to get framed for this. Enter the train, yeah. I think this might be the end of Act 2. Yeah, okay. Achievement unlocked. Catch the bomber, complete the second act. Okay. Make sure it's saved. Save 21 seconds ago. Okay. It is after 7. This is a good stopping point. We will complete the last chapter, act, whatever you want to call it, of this game tomorrow. Thank you guys for hanging out. Hopefully see you tomorrow. See you, Brax. Bye-bye.